Today, Precarious plays
Fire Emblem. So I just live here now, in this bold new world,
I mean,
where nobody has...
for 9 turns, we are effectively the only standing army in the world. Yes, this is where you live now. You can spare them or not. I mean,
I'm gonna spare them because if I don't really need it... Oh, don't I have a funky hero transformation to do soon?
oh yeah, somebody should
Who has
do
that?
that. I think check
Ellie
Wood's
would, right?
inventory. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has it, but he can't use it. You'll have to pass it to either Lynn or Hector at your discretion.
I want Lynn to have it.
Okay.
Because I like Hector, but Hector's cool enough on his own.
Actually, I will point out that if Hector uses it, he and Florina will both be usable together. Because they will both have a whole new 20 levels of progression to do.
Oh, alright. Okay, so Florina needs to... And then I just want to group my forces in the middle. Is that...
Yeah, it should be fine.
That's fine. Okay.
I think that you can probably send... Oh, I think they're already in the middle. The others would need to come to them. Hector and
Yeah, this is a pretty
Florina.
defendable position right here.
Hector and Florina should go to the south to take care of that village.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she should rescue him and then just start flying. Elliewood and Lynn should proceed up to the shop up
Go
there.
shopping!
And then Pent and Louise should head south to meet the rest.
Pent.
But his name is Pent, right? Yeah, Pent and Louise.
Okay. It's just those two look an awful lot like these two. Except for the cape.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Sorry, I'm just kind of stunned at the moment. And just wow.
But
And they're still walking at me like they can do something about it.
yeah.
If they become physical barriers, I will strike them down.
Okay.
That's my deal.
And don't forget about the ones that can still attack. Excuse me, I need to clear my chest of phlegm.
You good?
I think I'll be fine for a few more minutes, yes. Okay. Woo.
No.
Magic Man will probably be able to do that a bit more effectively.
Still, just stunned.
I got it.
Just stunned.
Being faced with such overwhelming technical prowess is stunning, I know. I read about that on the internet. Well, the first time I heard about it, it was by word of mouth, and it sounds like nonsense. It sounds like unlocking Sonic and Tails in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Like, it sounds like a yarn. Mm-hmm. I reserve the right to use that. Like, I think at the end of the last episode, I may have said, like, it's not like we're going to do that during the final boss. Mm-hmm. I immediately backseas. Make sure you rescue Hector so that way they can bond whenever they get to the south. Oh, wait. I think
he needs to promote.
Have Elliewood pass the seal to Pent or Louise, and then have Pent or Louise pass it to Hector.
Okay.
And then he can promote, and then Florina can pick him up and then use the rest of her move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Is this for me?
It will be, but they're going to join you after this map if they live anyway.
Oh, okay.
And it would truly be very difficult for them to not live at this point.
Okay.
Like, you would have to intentionally find one of the handful of enemies that still has a weapon on and just let them stand there. So, I'm not even going to be coy or beat around the bush or obscure information from you. I reserve the right to do that trick again during the final level for only a limited purpose, a very specific purpose. They have a couple of enemy clerics Yeah, his change isn't quite as dramatic as the others, but it gets cooler later. Okay, so there are enemy staff users, staffs, that have Berserk as a spell. And whenever one of your allies is afflicted with Berserk, they still have the capacity to move through your ranks as if they were an ally, but you do not control them, and they will attack your other units. And one of those things is okay because you can like plan around it a bit. The other is wildly uncool and is like feature breaking. It removes it from being a tactical consideration and just turns it into just a slog. Just nonsense that you have to, save and reload through. It sucks.
Yeah, that's time wasting.
Yeah, because
if you can get around time wasting, I usually don't mind that sort of thing.
Like, it's all going to... Well, you should... never mind.
Sorry.
You should, just imagine if Florina had the ability to fly through anyone in your party to attack anyone in your party. The first thing she would do is be like, I'm Berserk! Die, Ninian, die!
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I know this... Who?
She's in the Black Fang, I think.
Okay, she's jealous. She's jealous, and more importantly, I want to give you this.
It's the exact thing.
It's what we needed. It's what we wanted. Yay! Sure. What? You're weird. I'll take it. Should I just send it to the...
Yeah, I didn't realize that it had 3 charges. I thought it was a one-time use.
So that means we have a double of... This is such a magical land you've spirited me away to. I just don't know what to do with myself. I keep double-checking for people with axes, and it's not... Although these fellows are in the fucking way, and I'm about to cut them down. Who needs it?
Eliwood is the only one over there.
Yeah. Alright, you. Get there.
Well, they'll just move in next to him, and they'll probably bump up against you. Well, how much does walking aggressively towards you count as hostility?
I just, I would rather not, but they are clearly, blocking me from the store. And I need to get to the fucking store.
Sir, move, please. Sir.
Where's that other axe wielder? I know there was one. Oh, he's
probably
6 years away.
Yeah, starved to death out in the wild.
Or gets anywhere. Oh, it's just the one, huh? Okay. Alright, so, this is so...
It's infectious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch out. Make sure that guy doesn't go pick on Marlena's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but we have one of these. And then we can just... do that.
Yeah, that should be fine.
I know it's not exactly best practices. But that just happened. And Dart has a little magic helmet going. He's got his little horned helm going. It's so cute to see him all pro mode. Did we turn all the animations back on for all of the promoted units?
Most of them, yes.
Okay.
I think one of every class. We need to turn Hector's back on because I think that if he doesn't have new animations now, he's going to get one later. They're already best friends, so they don't necessarily need to stand
I'm
directly
just trying to
one
keep
another.
them from getting in my way.
Oh, good point.
That's all. I'm maneuvering without having to kill anybody. It's pretty great.
I like to imagine Vidya? What's her name? The boss? Well, could you check for me? Vida. I like to imagine Vida just sitting there in impotent rage, just fists coiled. Why did we do that? Why? Like, I understand all of you nerds, but why me? Why did I, that was a really good spear. It was a special magic spear.
I just tossed it at him. I just gave it to somebody, and then they gave it... Just why? Is there really even anybody?
Like, I flew out of the mountains, and I handed it to a shaman, which makes some level of sense. It's a magic weapon, after all.
Maybe it needed honing.
Refocusing. The energies of the dark, they needed to be darkened.
Yes.
In darkening, it needed to be reapplied.
Look at these fuckers. They're just like, we're gonna go to the...
Hold on, that's an Axeman. He's probably armed. Quick, everybody swarm him.
Are they best? Does she have a... Oh no, she's got a bee. Oh no, it's a bee. How far can Dart get?
Don't. If you are about to do what I think you're about to do, that is not...
What?
Friendship is not an appropriate reason to murder someone. Horseman, why are you in my way?
Well, I just know that I wanted to use Rebecca, and I was thinking that maybe I could get them to sit next to each other.
They will, starting next turn.
Yeah.
If you want to give in to the dark side, you can cut down the unarmed horseman.
I'm not going to cut down an unarmed horseman. Only if they're like really, really seriously bad in my way or double annoying.
Or if they look at me funnily.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all of the reasons.
It's the usual reasons.
I'm not gonna go around, you know, God, Rebecca's so cool. Look at how cool she is, pulling back that 8 million pound bow. Bows are, you know, they require strength and accuracy and coolness and green hair. That's why
true.
we couldn't deal with Will. He just didn't have the right hair color.
Too brown.
Mm-hmm.
Won't work.
Mm-hmm.
The bow just doesn't respond well.
Green hair necessary.
The elasticity is all wrong.
All right, well, we're gonna have the... I'm sorry, I think it's really funny that that everybody decided that Merlinus was the most important thing.
It's because he's the weakest. Statistically.
I guess. It's just like...
The enemy, they're a bunch of douches. They'll
flies
swamp.
to water and everything.
They'll swamp to the lamest one. Hector's new map sprite, I think, is the best part of his transformation. It looks really cool.
Yeah, he's holding that axe high.
I mean, he looks so much more sturdy because of the cape.
Yeah.
He takes up the full square. Compare that to one of the snipers, and you'll see what I mean. See how much negative space there is around Louise or Rebecca.
Yeah.
There's space above the bow, there's space around
they're
both
just
of the curves, behind the foot, between the legs, behind the head. And then Hector is basically like a solid square plus a little extra with the axe on top.
I'm sorry, I'm just checking.
I know what you're doing.
I don't believe.
I'm just waiting for it to sink in that unless reinforcements show up, this map is over. You could probably, even then, you could still, if we didn't need to go to the shop, you could safely hit end just 5 times and be done. Unless reinforcements show up.
Nope, just a bunch of aggressive walking.
There it is.
Oh no, but then I have my people, they're stuck here.
I don't know if that matters. Check their stats, the stats of the Wyvern Riders. The only sad thing about this is that if Florina and Hector can't get there in time, Lynn will not actually get any experience for beating them, but she can probably do it.
Okay.
Because you check to make sure what weapons they have equipped, because I think that those guys all just have lances.
Let me check all of their...
I always think of Wyvern Riders as having axes, and that messes me up a bit.
No, it's all lances.
Yeah, so if she just puts her Lance Reaver on and moves within range of a small number of them, she will be fine.
Okay, I'm going to try to take Florina up there with Hector.
Okay. don't forget to drop Hector relatively quickly. Because even at this point, if she is slowed too greatly...
Should I drop him here?
Slowed. If she is slowed down too much, no, not there.
Okay.
If she is made too slow by his great bulk, they might still be able to hurt her badly.
Okay, well, I will have Lynn draw... Well, maybe.
No, in the forest. The forest is...
Yeah, I was just
Oh,
checking
were you-
to see how... I didn't want her to draw all
You
of
should
them.
do 2, because whoever she doesn't kill next turn, she and Elliewood will have to kill the following turn because they'll all be very close. So if you move her into the forest directly above where she's standing now and have her put her Lance Reaver on,
Yeah, that'll do it.
yes.
Okay.
So go ahead and put the Lance Reaver on.
And park it. And then I can put Elliewood back here in her safe spot.
Yes.
Okay, and everybody else is...
Fine. Fine. I was waiting for the third opportunity to say fine, and it never came. Well, why do we worry about things?
It's because there are babies, and there will always be our sweet children.
Lynn, this is why we can't worry about nice things. It's because you're a murderer, Lynn. Oh, no,
well,
still fine.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure we can still handle it.
I'm pretty sure we can too, but I'm just glad that I brought some friends along.
The thing that I'm worried about...
Hang on. So who's in range of what? There's one...
Can she survive
2...
4 of them? I'm very worried about her ability. Let's do some math
Well,
and
she
we'll...
didn't take any damage.
But the problem with Lynn is she's really chance-based. Because her avoid is high, but not so high that they always have like a 0% chance. And I think that her weapon might be almost out of juice. I've got a little bit of strategery to put forth. We'll come back tomorrow with a plan in mind.
Okay.